Welcome back to another episode of the Armchair Pundits Podcast. This is the weekend review show, and there's only one winner in the house this week. Still striving for everybody to win, and as you can see, he's really started gloating. I thought this is the humble one, the humble Arsenal fan. Remember what you guys said about me? Wait until you see the real James. Let's see you, yeah? We see you.
No. Wait, hold on.
The villain arc has begun.
No. It's because we beat Spurs. You know it's going to be because we beat Spurs. Not because we're top of the league. It's because we
but are you going to be able to hold it in if you go 7 points, 9 points, 11 points?
I'll be humble, bro. I'll be humble in victory. Well, humble-ish.
I was humble last year, and you said I wasn't.
Well, I mean, James, come on now.
I was humble.
No, I don't know about that.
You guys kept saying that it was over. I'll tell you it wasn't. Even when everyone thought it was. I said there's still a chance.
No.
I picked up Arsenal every time I could, begrudgingly.
Bruv, that was all a facade and you know it.
No, it wasn't over. It's not like Arsenal's one. Arsenal's one's over now.
Oh, that's a bit premature, isn't it?
Is it not?
It's premature, bro. Come on.
Okay.
It's only 12 games in. I said I'll answer that in January.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to hit that like button. So, Liverpool stumbled again. Oh boy, it wasn't even a stumble. We got slapped down. Arsenal terrorized Spurs. Spurs didn't turn up. Man City disappointed probably 3 of us. And, Man United made me happy that we recorded today, not yesterday. Just a tiny bit happier. So cool. Other than that, how are you guys' weekends?
Yeah, man, it's a good weekend.
I'm here, man. I'm here. I've got to be thankful. It's not been a good football week. Just know that.
Yeah. I think my Monday was kind of crowned off by forgetting that I said I was going to be in this week at football, and I definitely didn't realise that today was Monday. So not only did I miss football tonight, United let me down and lost 1-0 to flipping Everton with 10 men at home. What a night, bro.
Great night. I cheered.
You got to cheer,
bro.
You got to take the victory that you can, right, James?
Bro, I haven't seen a proper winner for a while, bro.
Yeah, it's true, bro.
But before we get into all that, you know the rules. Let's kick things off with our favourite warm-up game. And that is Guess the Player. So, hopefully, as I say every week, hopefully this one is harder than or more difficult than previous ones. But time will tell. Let's go.
Yeah, cool.
Bevan's first this week.
I think so.
Right.
Any clues, guys? Other than Bevan? Leon, you keeping quiet to make it interesting, or?
No, this one's actually making me think a little bit on this one.
Finally. Part of my objective has been completed. We've gone 20 seconds and he doesn't know yet.
Arsenal, Birmingham, Sunderland.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got it. Yeah, I think I got it now.
Yeah.
Nope, miss me again.
Again?
I think Bevan must have got it first because it's an Arsenal player.
Yeah.
So?
Do you want me to go because you wasn't sure? Oh, no, because you wasn't sure that I knew it.
Well, as we do, as you normally do, you two usually know this, so just say it at the same time. Hopefully, one of you will get it wrong.
That would be the best ever, innit?
Hopefully, one of you gets it wrong.
That would have been the best ever, bro.
That would be hilarious.
What? So quick?
Go on then.
Nicholas Bentner.
Yes, it is. Nicholas Bentner. Cool.
Let's say best player in the world at one point, innit?
Who said that?
Boy.
He did.
He did.
He's lost his marbles.
Well,
Boy, if you don't have confidence in yourself, no one else will.
Yeah, true. That's big facts.
that is true.
How he ended up at Juventus is wild, bro.
There you go.
They believed his hype as well.
Someone must have.
So, it was a quite difficult weekend in general. So, when it came down to our next segment, the predictions, I think that followed suit as well, if I'm being completely honest. So, the predictions are coming up now. And as you can see, because of the weekly score, there was no movement.
No, 1 point.
Yo, what did Daryl pick for the Arsenal game? Oh, he didn't predict.
Daryl didn't give me a score last week.
Can you imagine?
Man even gave us a gimme. He's like, you lot have to try and catch up. He still didn't even take advantage. Mad.
It's crazy.
So yeah, basically, we all guessed that Arsenal would win. That was it.
Yeah.
We all thought Liverpool would win, and we were all wrong. I thought Man United would draw with Everton. In fact, I said Everton. No, I even said Everton are probably going to win, didn't I? I didn't put it down.
You did.
I did say Everton's going to win,
bro.
But then you said draw.
No, you were just trolling Lamont.
Yeah.
Bro.
No, I wasn't. I said
Lamont.
I was not trolling. I didn't think Man United were going to win. I should have gone on my gut anyway.
You know what? It's home form.
Anyway.
I thought at home United have got to beat Everton at home.
Yeah.
Nah,
This season shows that there's no
let's-
such thing as a gimme, bro, apart from Arsenal's games. That's it.
Exactly. We'll get into that though. We'll get into that. So cool. So hopefully this week we all have better luck because that wasn't good at all. But it's difficult. Let's be honest. Getting the correct scores and guessing and stuff is difficult. The only one we always seem to be getting right is Arsenal, really and truly. And even then, we got last game week we got it wrong because they drew 2-2. Long may that continue, or come back around.
No, let's not. Let's not do that.
So, this week, obviously, we've gone through the results. So, the running order for the rest of the show, we'll discuss the London Derby. We'll get both views. Obviously, Bevan's extremely happy. Leon is not. Then we'll look at the Liverpool game. And if you haven't watched my post-match, I was told that I looked extremely annoyed, angry, and there was a lot of passion there. So for those who like to hate watch, you can go and enjoy that. And for those that are in misery with me, you can give me support and watch it and like it and leave a comment as well. And then we'll go on to Man United. Obviously, they just lost the game today against 10 men, would you believe? Lamont has done his post-match. So after you've watched this, if you haven't already, go and watch Lamont's one as well. And let us know what you thought of his thoughts on tonight's game. But without further ado, the Spurs go to the victor.
Oh, you want me to start, yeah? All right, then. Boy, that game, I was nervous before that game when we don't have a striker and we didn't have Gabriel, but it didn't really matter because Thomas Frank came to not play football. That was a sorry performance from Spurs, boy. They didn't even... There was nothing, absolutely nothing. And when I saw their formation, I thought, they're going to be difficult to beat. But the way that Arteta set Arsenal out to be, where he had Marino dropping into midfield and Saka out, he had Saka and Trossard kind of pushing out wide, and then the either Calafiore or Timber would go into like in between the two centre backs, kind of like in the half space. They just kind of cause a lot of overloads, and then especially on the wings as well, where they tried to push Arsenal out to, they just used that to their advantage, and then Marino and Eze were allowed to be in the space, and all of the goals pretty much came from the right-hand side, where Eze was on the edge of the box, or where from Trossard's first goal, where he's just ghosted in between Danso. Danso's just lost him, and then like he slots it home. Obviously, it's a bit of a luck, but It's a glorious ball by Moreno, and Eze scores a brilliant hat trick. But a lot of those goals, a lot of those goals came from either we put a ball into the box and it gets nodded out, but then we win it back high up the pitch. That's what happened for the first goal. It gets nodded out where it's Zubimendi that's running into the box late, and then Eze buries it. And then the second one is it's like a bit of a ricochet. There's two passes that get played in that we win the ball back high again twice, and then it gets played in. Timber plays in Eze, and then like just another great finish. And then the third one, Hincapié, Tottenham launched the ball up top high. Hincapié wins a header, flick on by Rice, in goes Trossard, and then it's another brilliant finish by Eze. Hat trick, man. Well, like I said, I thought Arsenal I was gonna be worried about how Arsenal were gonna set up, and after we missed the chance after the third minute, you're thinking, what's it gonna pan out? But as soon as we scored the first two, it's pretty much game over. And then we score a goal after 39 seconds or 39 seconds in the first half, in the second half.
Bev, I'm gonna be honest, yeah.
It's a joke.
You see when Rice had that first chance, yeah?
Yeah.
I already knew the writing was on the wall because he was in the middle of the box on his jack. And then the same thing happened again about, 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later with Trossard. And he puts it in the back of the net. So I hear what you're saying about, 2 goals and then you look like using Cockbridge Bra, using control even without the goals.
No, it was in control. And if I'm honest, at one point I was thinking, why are we playing so reserved? But then I realised that the way that Arsenal set out to play isn't. It's like measured control, isn't it? They're not they don't want players out of position, and you see like the rotation between everybody, like between Rice and Zubimendi, they swap round. The front 4 swap round as well. Yeah. Like Trossard
Mourinho made that nice and easy for you to do that as well. The variation in the midfield and so the centre backs didn't know who to mark, pulling Romero and Van der Ven out of position constantly because it's like, do I go with him? Do I come back? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Polino, I don't even know if he was playing the first half because he couldn't get a glove on them. And Bentancur, sorry.
He couldn't get a glove on him because he was told to double up in wide areas. Him and Bentancur were doubling up in wide areas, and that's what was getting them caught. Arsenal did their homework. It seemed to me like Thomas Frank was going out there to stifle Arsenal rather than laying a glove on them. You can legislate for going into a game like this, trying not to lose. But if you look at the way that the Spurs players acted through that match and during especially the first half, they didn't lay a glove on Arsenal. Arsenal were measured, but if you think about the context of the game, did you see any needle? Did you see any sort of beef? Did you see anything that made it seem like
Richarlison?
Bro, Richarlison does the same thing in week. He's all smokes and mirrors, bro.
Against anyone.
It doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't have anything. So to me,
I think your doggy was the only one that I thought fancied it. He was giving it to Saka, bro, and
he was trying to. But the problem was Saka was smart to it. Saka was not allowing Udogie to be able to be as physical because he was either playing blue balls early to players who were in space. So whenever the ball came out wide and they tried to double up, he was feeding the midfield with the ball quickly. So there wasn't time for Tottenham to then, or the midfielders that have come to double up, to go back and chase Eze or Zubimendi or Rice, who were all literally in a free at the edge of the box waiting for either a clearance or for the ball in from Trossard or from Saka. So Tottenham never came into that game with the right attitude. They never came into the game looking to make sure they made it as difficult for Arsenal to win as possible. All it seemed like is that we had a formation which was negative. And I'd never ever really like playing 3 at the back, especially in this day and age. where teams don't play with two strikers or even a striker with a support striker. Then the teams don't play like that no more. So you've got 3 centre-backs that are effectively almost marking no one, because what Mourinho was doing, which was clever, as Bevan said, he was dropping into the hole. It wasn't even like he was playing a false 9. There were some times where he was even deeper than, as he said, Rice and Zubimendi. That's not a false 9. He's gone all the way as almost like a deep line playmaker. That's how deep he was dropping
the furthest
and
forward,
allowing those guys. Say again.
Eze was the furthest forward a lot.
Exactly, but what the problem is that when you play in that 3 at the back, you've got 3 defenders who are basically caught between a rock and a hard place. They don't know whether to go out to Trossard and mark man to man with him, or to go out to Saka, because you're leaving the centre back exposed by himself, and there's spaces in between him and the fullbacks. And when you play 3 at the back, especially in the way that we haven't been playing it for a while, it ends up as a 5 most of the time.
Yeah.
So Arsenal knew all they have to do is make sure they occupy Udogie and they occupy Spence, because it nullified their game. They had no chance of going forward, because all Arsenal did was make sure that we were sucked into going into those wide areas, and then the doubling up, which they know that Thomas Frank does, is something that he done at Brentford and he's done at Tottenham in certain games where you're leaving gaps. You leave your midfield exposed. We had 2 central midfielders, and they basically were told to go and double up, and that doesn't work. So changing the formation was needed, which we did. But the problem with that is, as soon as we change the formation and come out second half, we concede immediately after. That you can't do that. You just can't do that. Yeah. And like, I think obviously a lot of fans are alarmed by the way Thomas Frank started, because we can't win at home, which is a major, major problem. We actually don't know how to win games at home right now. And it wasn't just him. Postecoglou had the same problem during his last season, obviously, and the end of his first season as well. We've been struggling. So there's a lot of work to do. We need time. I don't know how much time Frank's going to get. I wasn't entirely convinced by his appointment in the first place. But what I don't want to do, again, is keep changing managers. We need to give him time to implement what he needs to implement. And what he does need to be is a lot less risk averse. He needs to take risks. He needs us to be able to take calculated risks. You see Arsenal, how they rotate, players are moving. Makes it more difficult to mark. And it makes
years, though. That's years.
That's my point, though, James. It's time, right? In the time that Arteta's been at Arsenal, we've had 4 managers and 2 caretakers in that time. Crazy. So he's been able to have the time to do that and the money to spend. They brought in the right players. They've had a few hits and misses, just like most clubs. But we've had more misses than hits for at least 6 or 7 years. So, the reason why Arsenal are where they are is because they have continuity. Everyone knows what their job is. And when they come in, they know that if they want to stay in this team, they have to work just as hard off the ball as they do on the ball. And you see, people have been getting on Arsenal about creating chances from open play. Every single one of their goals came from open play. And that's because Tottenham allowed them to play. Sunderland played a 5 at the back, pretty much. You can call it 3 at the back. They played 5 at the back and caused Arsenal problems. But if you look on reflection of that game, Arsenal pretty much had exactly the same amount of shots as they did against Tottenham. But because Sunderland put up more of a fight, it made it seem like it was a much more difficult game. And because Arsenal ended up drawing that match. But in terms of it's almost like a dress rehearsal. We've come in playing a formation that we don't really know and made it so easy for Arsenal to play. And it just shows that we're not even close to being able to compete with the top 5 clubs at the moment. We need to figure out where we're going, especially going forward. I don't think the defense is as bad as it seems. Like, obviously today or on Sunday we've conceded 4, but you largely put that up to attitude. The team didn't turn up. We've seen Tottenham do that many times. We've gone to Anfield many times, not showing up, conceded 4. We've gone to Stamford Bridge, not showing up, lost at ease. So to me, there's a lot of work to do, and he needs the time to be able to make the changes. But the board and all of the people doing recruitment the attitude has to change across the board, man. We can't have games where Arsenal can just go and just destroy us with literally.
Leon, to be honest, I hear what you're saying, but I feel like if you had a better target man, I don't know if that game would have been as bad.
Yeah, bro,
like
you
Richarlison was not holding. No. I'm saying that would have been because it's not like you guys didn't have the ball, Lee. Like you had the ball at times, and the ball was getting pumped up front. And I understand that Arsenal got a very strong defense, but Richarlison didn't have and didn't look like he was going to ever get that ball under control and bring the likes of Odebear and Kudus in, get them involved. Do you know, like,
bro,
Lamont, I'm sorry to interrupt you. When you play football, when you have a teammates, you know what their strengths and weaknesses are. You know what they can and can't do. So if you know that a man is not good at holding up the ball, what do you not do?
Don't pass in the ball in the air like that.
Right. So what are we talking about, bro? Honestly, like I know what you're saying about the element of not having a proper number 9.
Target man,
And you know, let's be real. Let's keep it as real as can be. Kane and Son saved our bacon for years. They let our ownership, our recruitment team off the hook because we without them we would have been this bad. But the problem is they were world class, and we were lucky to have them when we did, and we didn't. Again, Tottenham didn't utilize the quality that we had when we did have a team that was capable of competing. We didn't build on it, but we don't have the personnel, and he's not bringing. Like we've had Tell on the bench, didn't give him a go.
That's what I had to say.
We had Colin Mawani obviously had the broken jaw, so he's kind of not quite at the races, and he hasn't been since he come here. He's been injured. And yeah, if you know that your personnel can't do certain things, don't play them or don't play to their weaknesses. We know Richarlison cannot hold up the ball. He's never been good at it. So why are we trying to do that?
Bro, I was going to say the same thing. You might as well give him some Gorilla Glue and some Velcro, bro, because that ball did not stick.
Anywhere.
Nope. And it was a waste. Like the way that you set up was terrible with Odebear because he was useless. He was nowhere because he couldn't play in the midfield and he couldn't attack, and then you couldn't use Kudus.
Yeah. All he was doing was trying to trap Timber, and then Timber got to the point where he was playing up against our centre backs at the time. He was literally gone up against Van der Ven in the first half because of the runs that he was making, overlapping Saka. So, yeah, man, well played Arsenal, but honestly, they didn't have to earn that victory at all. Yeah, that's how it felt. And Eze's gone and scored a hat-trick, which you think of all of the gunmen that Arsenal have had in the past, and it's Eze who basically tried to make sure he didn't go to Tottenham. He made that phone call and said, "Nah, man, please tell me that you're still on it."
There's a space, yeah. Come on.
Listen, he probably took a pay cut as well, bro. Just bring me there.
He took a pay cut. Like I think Arsenal have got there's some incentive for Palace to get a little extra P's if
is it?
Yeah, I believe so. I think it's like 7 million or something like that if Eze meets some of the criteria or the club do. But honestly, it's good for him. It's as a hater,
1978.
I hated it, but it just sums up how bad Tottenham are, man. Honestly, it's just diabolical.
It's the first hat trick in the North London derby since 1978. So that's all we said. Even he played in that in those games.
Wasn't even alive.
He could do it. Kane, all these guys. So then,
but you know what?
Play to Eze. Dream come true.
I saw an interview with Eze the other day with Akinfenwa, and when you watch the interview, you see somebody that he's got like a humble arrogance. Because even when he's asking some of the questions, he's like, I don't really want to say what I want to say. When he's talking about going to Arsenal and the step up between Arsenal and Palace, he's got like a certain amount of belief.
Respect for Palace.
He's got respect for Palace, but also he's got a belief in himself in the terms of like where he's gone to Arsenal and his performance, what level he needs to get to, and he thinks you could tell that he thinks he's good enough to be there. and he wants to show it, but he can't be too arrogant about it in what he's saying. Or even when he's saying about joining, he's not going to say, "Oh yeah, it's a dream come true." It's like, I've still got work to do, but I'm gonna. You can almost see he's like gesturing that I'm going to show you what I can do, and that's what you want, innit? You don't want to.
He's got self-belief, bro.
You don't want a car crash like what Aaron Ramsdale did to himself, and then that was the end of him. And I think that you can kind of see that in that performance. It's not just in the game yesterday, but against Palace and even against Sunderland as well. He's come in, and I've said it before. He's come in, and we haven't missed some of the players that have been out. We haven't missed the Odegaard when we struggled last season, and even to not have Gyökeres as well.
Does Odegaard get back into that side easy? Like,
I think he does get into. I think Arteta likes him in it, so I think he's gonna get into the side.
He's club captain. He'll get back in. He's club captain. So okay. So last question for you, Bevan. If you win on Sunday, I know you're saying January, but if you win on Sunday, do any of the other clubs have any real hope? In the form you're in, the way you don't concede goals, let's be honest, do you think other teams have any hope?
Well, a lot can change, because I remember...
You lost Gabriel, Hincapié comes in, and doesn't miss a beat.
Yeah, but Hincapié came in, but he wasn't really tested, was he? Like, we got bigger tests. He wasn't, though.
That's not a dig. James, I literally spent the last 20 minutes saying that we were dead, bro. It's not a diss.
True.
It is what it is, man. He didn't get tested. In fact, the Arsenal back three, Raya, Saliba, and Hincapié got the worst ratings because they literally had nothing to do.
Yeah,
true. All right, but, cool.
As I said,
I didn't think you answered the question.
Ask me in January, bro.
I'll keep asking every week.
You need to take a leaf. You need to take a leaf out of Eze's book, bro. Have some self-belief, bro. But you can be humble with it.
What do you mean? Listen,
like I was. Be humble like I was last season.
Guy, don't take a leaf out of James's book. No way.
No, look. Let's have it right. Yeah, like we can't. We still have to keep performing, and we don't. Every week there's a new shark. There's a new team coming to challenge. 5 games ago it was Liverpool's league to throw away. 5 games to make a difference.
Who told you that? The only person that told you that was James, bruv. No one else believed that rubbish. I was going to use another word because that was quite annoying that you even said that. Not even James believed that, bro. Come on, man.
Hopefully it all works out.
12 games in, you've scored 24, you've conceded 6, and you're still on the fence on whether or not you beat Chelsea, and you don't know whether you're going to win the league. Yeah?
I never said
That's
that.
It's
not a foregone conclusion.
All right, so the simple yes or no answer. Do you think it is pretty much yours to lose if you beat Chelsea, or are you already thinking that?
No, it's been ours to lose, but it's not a foregone conclusion, is it? Come on. What do you want me to say?
All I can hear is ricket. That fence is so flipping weak, bro.
Whatever, bro.
Leave it. All right, move on. These Arsenal fans are so rubbish.
Nottingham Forest come to Anfield again and win 2 years in a row. Last year it was called a fluke. This year it definitely was not a fluke.
Boy.
So, was it classic Sean Dyche? Did Liverpool crumble? Liverpool got a glass jaw? Are we now as bad as Man United? Probably.
You're on the same points.
Yeah, no. So
Man United,
let's go.
Everton,
that's for sure.
Liverpool, all on the same points.
We're below Everton now for level points, but actually below Everton.
Bro, so you got a -2 goal difference right now.
Why do you feel wearing the scarf? It's cold out here, bro.
Oh, cold in them streets.
You know that cap ain't doing it, bro.
That cap's fine, bro. Cap's fine. We're still only what? Is it 4 points? Was it 2 points off top 4? So we're still within reach.
Reach of what, bro? You need to sort out your flipping performances, mate.
We do, but listen, as bad as our performances are, if we were sitting 17 points off top 4, then I'll be saying season's done.
100%. It's still early. There's still time for you to turn it around.
There's still first time. But obviously, the league's gone. But new objective, as I said, 3-4 weeks ago or games ago, is Champions League.
I don't remember the last title winner that we lost 6 games.
6 games, bro.
I said I don't remember the last title winner that lost 6 games and won the title.
I do. We're not the first. Chelsea, Mourinho lost 6 games.
No, as a winner.
And won the title.
Yeah, Mourinho. I won it. Yeah.
I won it. Yeah.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
You literally have to go the rest of the season without losing now.
Yeah.
But no, honestly, Liverpool just don't seem to have the fight right now. That's what it seems. Like teams are first to the ball. They're not scared of going to Anfield, which is alarming because Anfield is normally the fortress which Liverpool have as a safe haven for themselves. You never walk alone. You know, the crowd lifts them. But right now, it just seems like the team is a shell of itself. And again, I'm gonna go back to certain man playing in midfield being played at right back again. Soboslai. He's been your best midfielder.
What is he doing at right back, bro?
Bro, he's been their best midfielder this season, without question. And the Slot keeps putting him in. James has mentioned it before. He said before, need to play. Is it Calvin Ramsey? Give him a chance. Give him a chance. Because they keep taking their best player, arguably this season, out of his position and playing him at right back. And it's not working. It hasn't worked. So they have... Arne Slot has a lot to answer for, but the players also need to take accountability for themselves. Konate has not been great this season. Van Dijk needs to lead, and at the moment, Salah right now he didn't have a terrible game, but
he needs to be dropped.
You don't feel like he's the threat right now that he needs to be for Liverpool to win games. And I don't know what he's gonna have to do, but you know the players have to take some accountability for where they are right now, not just the manager.
I don't know if it's just the players though, Leon. Like I'm looking at it and saying to myself, you've gone 5 or 6 games, you've lost 5 or 6 games, and they've been pretty comprehensive. Your performances haven't been on par with what you would argue are reigning champions.
Incorrect.
And what do you mean? Incorrect what?
The 5 or 6 games haven't been comprehensive. The last 2 games have been comprehensive, yes. But
the rest of but I'm saying performance-wise, both. Amalgamation. I'm not picking hairs here, James.
One thing you will
you've
say,
had 5 or 6 games where you guys haven't been good enough.
Even the ones that you won, the 5 games that you won, you wasn't impressed with those 5 wins that you got at the beginning of the season.
You with your own mouth said that I don't know how we managed to get a point or points.
No, I never once said I don't know how we managed to get a point.
No, what do you mean? What, you don't know how you managed to win the game when you played the way you played?
In a win, when did I say I don't know how we managed to get a point?
What?
I've never
said
that, bro.
So badly, and you don't know how you managed to grind out a win.
Nope. I've never once said that this season.
Anyway, you're picking hairs when I'm saying like you've had 5 games where your performance and or the results don't match those of reigning champions. Yeah. Regardless, you've lost 6 games. Yeah, 6 games,
which is unacceptable
and embarrassing, to be quite honest to you. And the fact that your manager, that you kind of said is the next swan song or whatever he was, hasn't got the cojones to drop Isak, Salah, and bring in guys that are arguably in better form or were in better form, the likes of what's his name, Ekitike, and even Chiesa, give him a run. And I know I've heard someone, Liverpool fan, maybe not you, say that Chiesa needs a goal. Yeah, and arguably every time he comes on, he looks like he's going to create something.
Is he all right?
What do you mean?
Is he all right, bro?
What do you mean? It's the truth.
So you haven't heard me say that Chiesa should be paid?
No, I said
like
it
every
could
single
be you.
time.
Listen, I'm saying it could be you. It might be another Liverpool fan. Who knows?
And you've heard me say that Slot is the next what? Are you all right, bro?
What do you mean?
Bro,
when he couldn't say your name, Dave, so because you denied what he thinks you previously said.
Bro, he's just lying. I don't understand why he's just lying.
Hold on. So when Slot took over from Klopp, you never said that it's Slot's team. He's going to take us to the next. I'm going to win. Where they're going to win the league? We're in good shape. You never said that. I'm asking you the question. No, I'm asking you the question.
I did not say that. When he came in, I did not say he's going to win the league, bro. Come on.
Okay, so what did you say?
Lying.
No. So what did you say then? I asked you the question. So what did you say?
Hopefully. Bro, I said hopefully. I never once said that Slot was going to win the league with Liverpool manager because no one knew what he had.
So hold on a second. When Slot was doing what he was doing.
Oh, so now you're changing. Now you're saying when he was doing what he was doing, but you just said when he took over. That's two different things, bro.
No, man.
You first said
James.
when he... No, you can't say man, but. It's not man, but. Because when someone first takes over, it's August.
It's fine. If you want to nitpick, you want to be specific. You want to be specific in when I'm saying to you exactly what you're saying.
Just tell the truth. That's what I'm saying.
Word for word. No. I'm not trying to lie, James. All I'm saying is, you've come and said clearly that you believe Slot can take over from Klopp and continue what Klopp was doing, pretty much, yeah?
After he won the league. Which is fair enough. I didn't say it last season.
So what you're saying is Slot needed to win the league first before you believe...
He did.
Right, so him taking over from... So when Slot... So the question is, all right, so when Slot took over from Klopp, right?
Yeah.
You didn't believe that Slot would be able to just, pardon the pun, slot straight in and you would win a title and go on from there. You said he needs a season to bed in.
No, bro, listen, all right.
Wait, hold on.
So that's not one-sided. You two have been on the podcast.
No, don't get no one involved.
No, but the reason why I'm getting other people involved because they've been here. So you saying yes, me saying no doesn't make sense. There's other people here that have been on the podcast. Have I been sitting here from the time Slot came in, being saying he's going to do this, he's going to do that? No, have I been saying that? Or is this all fairy nonsense? Because I never said that. After we won the league, I said yes, we can potentially do stuff, but after we won the league, before he won anything, he was a novice. He did a good job at the beginning, but not once did I sit here on my high horse saying, "Oh, he's this manager, he's gonna take us here and there." Not once did I say that, bro. Not once. That's why I'm saying just tell the truth. Because most of the time you guys are telling me you've won a league. I'm saying that no, we don't. Well, no, we haven't. So how can I be sitting here every week saying we haven't won a league yet, but at the same time saying he's going to take us here and there and everywhere? But every week I'm telling you we haven't won a league yet. There's still so many games to go. Arsenal can still catch us. I've been here before. But at the same time I'm saying he's going to take us to the sky's heaven. No way, bro. No way. It doesn't match up. It's a good try, but it doesn't match up.
Maybe it's confusing because last season you said that Liverpool were going to win the league. That's what maybe that's what it is. In the same way that
even at the beginning of the season, what did I say, Leon? You only person predicted Liverpool winning the league last season was Leon. I didn't say we were winning the league last season.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
Oh no,
Leon
no. Leon.
I didn't say we were winning the league beginning of the season last season. Up until Christmas, I still wasn't saying we're guaranteed to win the league. I was still saying that Arsenal can win the league at Christmas. And you know that's true.
No, mate. That's the only thing I could think of at the moment.
Even when you were saying that, it was all smoke and mirrors. To be quite honest with you, I feel like
it wasn't.
Deep down, you might have just been saying it. You might have just been saying it because the red light was on. But we both know when we was having deep conversations, you were just like, "Yo, we should be winning it. Realistically, we should be winning it, right?
We should be, but I'm not going to say we will.
Obviously." You don't want to have anything on record saying that you should be winning it, and then you end up with pie in your face, which is fine. You don't want to be You don't want to be overconfident. I get it. Like that's not a dig. I'm just saying. Some people, when they're in a position of power or they're in like in the advanced position, you don't want to be more overconfident and say, "Oh, you know what? We really and truly we should kill teams off. This is ours to lose now." Like you waited until it was pretty much, you couldn't deny it. And said, "Oh, we're going to win the league."
As you should do.
Okay.
As you should do.
Yeah. So obviously,
didn't do anything different from them what Bevan's done. He said it's Arsenal's to lose right now, but things can change, and that's exactly what James is basically done last season.
What I did last season?
We tried to get him to bite. We wanted him to say, "Bro, it's over, man. Just admit it, innit?" And you wouldn't.
Nope. Because I've sat there and I've seen Man City come back and take a title off us. I've sat there and seen us get 98 points and lose a title. I sat there and watched us get 93 points and lose a title. So I wasn't about to do that. If I hadn't sat there, I may have been that person. But anyway, back to the game. It was diabolical. My problem is Slot is making horrendous decisions. Isak has not had a single good game for Liverpool. Isak hadn't played more than 30 minutes he played in the last 4 weeks. Ekitike hasn't been scoring of late, but his performances have been decent enough.
Mm-hmm.
They've been promising. He goes away with international duty. He scores for France. A fantastic goal for France. Excellent goal. Runs from the halfway line, beats 3-4 Ukrainians, 1-2 with Mbappe, buries it bottom corner.
Forget
so then what do you do?
His involvement. He's involved.
Yeah, exactly.
He's active. Right now, Isak's a shell of a man right now for Liverpool.
I think Ekitike's confidence knocked. I think Ekitike's confidence knocked.
I don't think it has.
Can I ask you a question?
It can be. It can be.
No, wait. You see when... No, wait. All right, yeah, I get what you're saying, Bev. But what I'm saying is, you see when Isak came into the fold and he was ready to play, right? I feel like Ekitike was just put to the back of the memory. It was almost like he was just like, all right, he's ready now. So you're either going to be a bit part player or we're going to bring you off and bring him on, even though he's not ready. So, you know, like when you're in training with the man and you're knocking the ball about, you can see someone's not really at it, or they're doing one-to-ones over there. You're still training with the squad, and you can see that they're trying to phase him in, but he's not ready. But somehow he's making a start in maybe an arguably big game, or, you know, you could look at yourself and say, right, I'm in form. Why is he getting to play more minutes than me, and so on and so forth? Remember, Ekitike is still quite young, so, you know, and arguably, you know, the French players have a lot of kind of self-belief. I don't want to say arrogance, because I feel like that's a bit rude, but they're very kind of, like, very confident in their ability. So if you are not necessarily giving them or giving Ekitike a good push and say, listen, you're in form, play, like, until I believe you're not necessarily up to par,
but
then
bro,
I'll drop you.
Hold on 1 second. But remember, Ekitike made the faux pas, bruvs, when he got sent off. He was playing in the cup.
Yeah, no, I heard that.
And he got sent off, and then Isak came in. Obviously, Isak's been injured, and then Ekitike was playing. But, like, the team hasn't been playing well. Don't get me wrong, I don't think Slot has made the right decision with how he's managed the situation at all. It's been shocking. And I think that this season, I feel like last season was a new manager bounce for a whole season. And then now the bounce is gone. And he doesn't know how to rejig it, because that same midfield, last season, if you look at that midfield and you're talking about McAllister and you're talking about Gravenberch, it don't look the same. It doesn't, like, McAllister, he's dropped off a cliff. That's not the same guy.
Yes.
That was there last season. Konate is asleep. He's a Snorlax. He's taken, like, he's got narcolepsy.
He's in Madrid, bro.
No,
he's in Madrid.
But Madrid ain't going to take him on this form, bro.
No,
maybe not. He messed it up. That's probably why it's even worse, because he's realised his form's so dire that they're not going to take him. So he probably has to sign a new contract. One that, because he wants 350k a week apparently.
I don't know.
And we're telling him no.
Not playing like that.
We're not going to give him that. We're not going to give him that.
He doesn't deserve it.
But I think that's why the contracts have been signed, because he's not been offered 350k.
Do you think Van Dijk's right, just coming out in the media and just kind of calling out, I don't like, not necessarily players, but it's calling out performances, right? He's like saying we're not good enough.
Yeah,
but
he's right though.
But he's one of them.
He's
though.
right.
No,
but
bro, you need your captain to be, bro.
He didn't say you. He didn't say they. He didn't say they.
He said we.
He said we. He didn't say they. He said us. End of the day, little Liverpool fans are vexed because right now he's not one of them that have done this, but there's guys pulling out challenges. In that game yesterday, you had guys pulling out of 50-50s.
Yeah,
he was not one of them. So he's standing there watching players run towards him and seeing them pulling out of 50-50s. So you can say as much as you want to say in a changing room. As long as you don't dig out individual players, then what he's done is fine. People are now trying to question him. He's not a good captain. He's not good that. Then when he says something, people are like, oh, what should he be saying that? Like, what do people want?
Yes.
What do people want from him? Do they want him to be a vocal person that shows that he's a leader, or do they want him to be quiet? Make your minds up, people. Because whichever one he chooses, he's too arrogant, or he's too quiet. He's not boisterous enough. It's not good enough. It's not good enough because we're losing.
Basically, it doesn't matter. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, James.
Yes.
When things aren't going well, that's the case for most.
Everyone.
So,
but listen, back to Slot. He's got to wake up, because the starting lineup that he's picked just didn't make sense. Whether you're a top level coach, whether you're a beginner coach, whether you're whatever, Isak should not start that game because he's not ready. And it's plain to see. Taking your best midfielder, as you guys have said, out of midfield when you need to win a game doesn't make sense. Why is Konate still playing? But every week we hear, well, I'm not playing Gomez because he hasn't had enough minutes yet, or because he hasn't this, he hasn't that. Just play him.
How does he get minutes?
Play him right back. Or play
How does he get minutes?
Exactly. Play him
It's not even my coach.
Play him right back.
When I hear some of the stuff he's coming out with, I'm like, what the hell is this guy talking about? Doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Gravenberch, James, do you feel like he was a little bit gassed by last season? Because I don't feel like he's protecting the defence in the way that
It's not his fault. He's been told not to. He said it. He's been asked openly. The managers said that it's rotation now. Last year he sat. Last year he sat and protected. This year he's been told to go forward to get more. He said the reason why I've got more goals is because the manager has told me to go forward more. And if I see the space, use the space. And then in the first 5 games, not Liverpool fans, everyone, people on podcasts and pundits were saying he's the best midfielder in the Premier League. He's the best this because he's getting. Yeah. They were saying it.
Yeah,
they were saying he was the best midfielder in the Premier League. They were saying it, and then obviously we stopped winning. And then it's like, well, he doesn't have to protect the defense anymore, and because he's not scoring those goals, it's like chalk and cheese has happened. Whereas what should have happened was, for me, he should have dropped McAllister because he's not having it. Yeah, play Jones in midfield because when he's come on, he's had an impact.
Yeah.
If he has a poorish game, give him the next game to build on that confidence. Don't say, okay, you've had a poor game. I'm bringing McAllister who's played rubbish every single game. Let him build his confidence in that regard. Right back situations. Do not put Szoboszlai there. Everyone knows because what's been happening last 5 games or 6 games we've lost. Let's bring on all the attackers. And what happens? We may get an equaliser, but then we've got no one to protect the goal. So then we lose the game. So he said it's something weird about it's not good to bring on defenders when you're chasing the game, but you can. You can bring on defenders to change how the flow of the game is going to go.
The formation and stuff.
Because Gomez is not the same as Konate. Gomez can play right back and centre back, and he's better on the ball than Konate is. So bringing him on gives us a bit more on the ball anyway. It gives us someone who can cover both centre back and right back a bit better than Konate can. Because
give you an extra man in midfield as well. You'll probably slightly give
what you could have also done is just played Gomez at right back instead of playing Szoboszlai there and then going, right, we know no matter what, we've got at least 3 men that are going to stay back the whole time because you can allow your fullback who's normally Kirkesh or Robertson who are better at bowling forward anyway than Gomez. So you've got 3 at the back definitely covering, and then you can have Szoboszlai where he has the type of energy to be able to chase back, whereas McAllister doesn't have that.
Do you know what? I think
he's making such naive mistakes right now that, listen, I think they did a poll and it's like 40% want him gone now already.
How many games? How many games do you reckon he's got? How many games do you reckon he's got?
I don't think it's games. It's losses. No, it's not games. It's losses. I think it's quite likely. Right. Our next 3 games, we've got West Ham relegation struggling.
Yeah.
Then we've got Sunderland, who realistically they're better than Nottingham Forest, so that should be tough. Then we've got Leeds. If he loses 2 or 3 of those games, he could be gone. Whether they will actually get him gone, but for you to lose 7 of the next 9 games, 8 of the next 10 games, how can you be Liverpool manager and losing 8 of your last 10 games?
And you spent 400 million in the summer. That's gonna hang over his head horribly.
Bro, it's 400 million spent. 400 million spent badly. It sounded good on paper, but it's not FIFA, is it?
I don't even know if it's been spent badly. I feel like it's just not
been spent badly.
I don't think it has. That's the thing.
I think like 3 months into the season.
Yeah, I think like I swear. Yeah, not even joking. I swear down the money hasn't been spent badly. He's just not the man to apply the finishing touches where needed. Like I said, obviously, before I was really interrupted by the scouts over there. Yeah.
Good.
I feel like the London scouts, by the way.
Good. Let's mute. Are you Mancunian? Yeah.
No.
Are you Mancunian?
Yeah, I am actually.
Quiet down.
My passport. It's on my passport. No, anyway. I feel like obviously, if he was to show some bravery now, it would probably not be the time, only because it is a little bit risky for him to do that. But to be the likes of Salah, Isak. I say dropping Isak because I'm saying it like that because he's looking like he's the starter now, but realistically, he needs to just be rested and come on and do 20 minutes or half an hour just to bed him in. And then, like you said, McAllister, watch the game from the sideline and see what you should be doing. So Bosley going into midfield, and we're just going to put a fullback that knows what he's doing on the pitch in Robertson or, whoever else, Gomez, and go and build from there. And then have the boys on the back foot thinking, hold on. He's not afraid to drop us, even though his job's on the line. Okay. We need to fix up because if he manages to get results, we might be sitting riding pine like pools for the rest of the season if we don't get our acts together. And rightly so. Like when you're a big club, a reputable club, and you've got winners in your team, yeah, them man, they need to stand up when you need them to, bruv. You can't be losing 3-0 at home to Nottingham Forest like that. Not just, it's because it's Nottingham Forest, but like in that form or in that, you know what I mean? It's in that style. Yeah, it's not nice.
No, yeah, but as soon as Forest scored, you see the confidence is drained. The confidence is drained. It went.
Yeah.
If Liverpool had got the goal after in that first 20 minutes, it's a different game.
30. We were really good for. Listen, the first 30 minutes. I was sitting there thinking, hey, this could be a good day. And then I saw Konate just kick it for a corner. And I'm like, bro,
so
you could have controlled it. You could have put it for a throw-in. You could have passed it to the goalkeeper. You could have done so many things rather than that heavy touch. And then
another question for you as well, Jay. Another question for you. If I'm not mistaken, one of the goals that you conceded, you'd argue that the keeper was blindsided or there was a player in the offside position.
It's a goal. Liverpool's goal against Man City should have been...
Wait, Jay.
Yeah.
Is that because you're annoyed? Or is that genuine what you think?
What did I say last week? Liverpool's goal against Man City should have been a goal. He was not saving it. So it's the same. Their goal should have been a goal. It was a goal. Our goal should have been a goal. Them trying to say that it's because Robertson ducks his head down. When you actually look at the replay, everyone keeps saying, "Oh, Ndoye doesn't make a movement." Yes, he does. Ndoye pulls his leg in. It's slight, but he pulls his leg in. So he's made a movement. Is it as big as Robertson's? No. But he hasn't stood still and said, "I'm a statue. The ball's going past me." He's made a movement. And in theory, he's in the eye line. But the simple fact is, whether he's there or not, the ball's going in the back of the net. His movement, his position doesn't affect that goal whatsoever. Same way it didn't affect Donnarumma. Donnarumma was still diving that way before Robertson even ducked. And Alisson, he didn't dive, but Alisson was looking that way because he knew the ball was going that way before the ball went in the back of the net. So there's no annoyance. Both goals should have stood. Both goals should have stood. And listen, we got out of jail because we should have been 2-0 down at halftime. We got lucky because the referee said on the pitch, handball, no goal. I guarantee you, if he said no goal and VAR would have come in, they would not have found anything to overturn it. So it would have been a goal. But because they couldn't see a clear handball or a clear non-handball, and the referee said it's a handball, as far as I'm concerned, they didn't overturn it. So then we should have been like, okay, cool, we've got our jail. Let's go and score. Let's go and do something second half. We conceded after 46 minutes.
Seconds.
No, minutes. It was a 46 minute.
Yeah, no.
Seconds, yes. But within seconds. Within seconds, we conceded the second half.
Yeah.
I was like, come on. So, listen, I'm going to the game on Sunday, and I was hoping that I'm not going there to watch Liverpool lose again.
How many points do you reckon you get out of the next 3?
You know what? It's funny you asked that because in the international break, someone sent me a post and said Liverpool, between now next 4 games, if Liverpool don't get 10 points, then he should be gone by January. And I was like, we're getting 10 points. We should be getting more than 10 points. Now, I think we'll be lucky to get 7.
Well, you'll beat Leeds.
I think
you'll beat West Ham.
We should beat
Leeds and West Ham because they're in such bad shape. But Sunderland,
listen,
I mean, they're set up to beat people like teams like Liverpool, especially when they're in bad shape. So anything's possible.
Form-wise, we're second bottom in the league. Form-wise,
that is crazy.
The last 7 games, only Wolves are worse than we are. Last 7 games, like we've won 6, lost 6. That's our record right now. So realistically, can we win the next 3 games? Yes, but only if Slot pans up. Stop making these silly naive mistakes.
He needs to be brave as well. I think he needs to be brave.
Bro, it's like, I don't think he's even brave, bro. He just needs to make common sense decisions. Isak starting is not a common sense decision when you've got someone who's not in high form, but he scored over the international break. He played minutes over the international break, and you're going to play someone who's played for 4 weeks, pretty much. And then you're complaining about injuries. Just and then, like I said, like Leon said, play the right back, play Ramsey, or play Gomez, or play Gomez somewhere. Either centre back or right back. He needs to start against West Ham. He needs to start either of those positions, as far as I'm concerned. And then put Robertson back left back, and then have a midfield of Jones, Gravenberch, and what's his name, and Szoboszlai, and then we should win. But anyway, we'll move on. Today,
personally, I think Lamont did that on purpose.
Yeah,
Lamont did that on purpose. Yeah, he did.
We're not going to run out of time to enjoy your loss.
You think you're slick? You think
you're slick, Lamont? Tactics, bro.
Hear me?
So running out of time. Fergie time, yeah.
You guys, so Man United's got the fortune of seeing 2 players fight, one person slap another one. Never seen that before. It's not even a hard slap. It was a little tap. I think referee personally should have taken a breath and then just told him off. But he probably would go in trouble himself. But 10 men, and you're gonna break them down.
Yeah,
I remember when you cast us against Newcastle, and we went out to 10 men, and we couldn't, but we still won the game, and it wasn't at home. It was away.
Yeah, the game lacked so much quality, bruv. It wasn't even good to watch, to be honest. The funny thing is, the last time I saw like something like that in terms of the shock red card was Ricardo Fuller, and what's his name? Dyer and my man. What's his name again?
Lee Boyer.
Yeah, those are the 2 instances I remember before now, and that was yonks ago. So I think everyone was just like, "What is going on?" Like with how much cameras they've got now, and they had cameras back then, but now, bruv, you can't be doing that on the pitch. So I reckon that was going up before.
It's not red, though.
I think it was a bit red, man. Send them off.
You're gonna give someone a mat box. You're gonna give someone a mat box. Yeah? You're gonna give.
It wasn't a mat box, bro.
It wasn't.
It was a little slap on the cheek.
It was his mat, brother.
Nah, yeah.
Listen, do you know what's funny? Yeah. Not only that, obviously, I feel like the whole energy around them 2 that was bubbling before the game. Something's happened at training in the week. That's not like something's just happened now and it's going to bubble up. I'm going to push you to nearly... He was pushing him hard enough for him to fall over. That's how hard he pushed him. My man went stumbled back and he was like, what? And then obviously he went to do it again and then he just got a box in the same time. So if he'd have done that to Xerxes or any one of Man United players, they would have been rolling around on the floor. So that's a red card all day.
It's not though. Because they said it depends on the intent or how hard he does it or something like that. The ref got the discretion. And it wasn't really a big. He could have given a yellow card, given a talking to. So come on, bro.
He didn't even flinch, bro.
Exactly.
He didn't even flinch.
What do you mean he didn't flinch? Bro, his whole face turned, bro. Your name got
weird. Extra, bro.
Hey, brother.
Are you alright?
Enough about this yellow. Listen, enough about this red card. I want to know about your performance, bro.
You lost.
Yeah, tell me about the performance. Tell me about this performance.
We got overtime. We got overtime for this, bro.
I want to hear about your performance.
All right, so yeah, it was shocking to say the least. I'm just gonna read something off there quickly to you. Yeah, 25 total shots, 6 shots on target, 4 big chances. That is mad. To lose 1-0 against 10 men with those stats, you got no ambition to score. Weirdly enough, there was only one or two moments that I feel like we may have conceded. One of those moments was not the one that we conceded in. It's weird. I was quietly confident coming into the game.
4-1, of course you were.
Yeah.
It's a
3 or
4-1.
Yeah. But it was never going to be 3 or 4-1. Realistically, in the grand scheme of things, it was going to be a closer game. Maybe a draw would have probably been a little bit more accurate for me to be guessing. But when Seamus Coleman comes off within 10 minutes with injury, and then 3 minutes after that, Gahey decides he wants to mount box Keane and get a red card, I thought, yeah, Everton are going to be in disarray. You can't plan for this. This is scrap the panic stations on the sideline. We're away from home. Like, what do we do? Definitely not. 15 minutes after getting the red card, they're pressing us. We lose possession of the ball. Euro makes a tackle on Dewsbury Hall, but the tackle ends up perfectly placing the ball into Dewsbury Hall's path, and he bangs it past Lehmans. Personally, I feel like the keeper should have done better. He could have got a stronger hand to the ball because it pretty much hits his hand and just goes in the back of the net. But you can't take it away from Dewsbury Hall, man. It was a great finish from outside the box.
Mont, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What's plan A for United?
Score goals first, bro.
Is
we don't score goals first, we struggle, mate. Massively.
So, what's plan B?
Not concede in, and well, I don't even know what plan B is. I don't think Amorim knows what plan B is realistically, but you could tell he doesn't because he didn't really have any kind of intent when he was making the changes. For me personally, I would have had Shaw and Euro doing way more work, overlapping, and just really piling the pressure on at Everton. I get it with Njayi and Grealish up front alongside Barry. That is probably a dangerous or a big risk. But when you're losing 1-0, you need to take some kind of risk because you're not going to get any reward just being really apprehensive.
Bro, you're playing 10 men, bro. Why have you got...
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Why are you still playing 5? Why is the formation still the same? Why,
mate? I ain't got a clue. I don't know why he didn't decide just to kind of give the instruction to get the guys to press. I don't know if that's instruction or they were just apprehensive. I couldn't tell you, bruv. But it doesn't take away from the fact that we had chances that we could have we should have done better with. Pickford was on job today. You tend to see these performances from Pickford when Everton really need him to dig a performance out. He manages to do it. And today, he was on job, bruv. He made some fantastic saves today. Honest to God, he made so much of good few saves today that I thought it was away from him. Xerxes' header in the first half, Xerxes was wheeling away. He headed the ball, he was wheeling away, and then he saw the save and he just headed in hands. That showed you how close it was. But we didn't do enough today to turn the game around. We lacked quality in the Everton box, obviously, because we didn't score. And the changes that were made, for me, weren't decisive enough for us to have any intent on the game to even want to go on to win. So I really feel like you got to chalk this one off. I don't know what he's going to do in terms of quality-wise. We didn't really have much of a bench today, to be quite honest to you. And I think we just need to get on to the next one. Our 6-game unbeaten run has come to an end. And it's the Toffees' fault.
I feel like there's no ideas, man. The amount of times I saw you're going to go down the wing, you're going to whip the ball into the box. Everton are going to head it back out. Then you're going to go to the other wing, whip the ball into the box. Everton going to head it out. You're going to play the ball in the half space, try to whip it into the box. Everton head it out. There was no variation. They knew exactly what was coming. Yeah, all right, Xerxes had a chance, he had a header, good save. But other than that, bro, it didn't look like you was ever going to score a goal. This to me, as many chances as you had, this was like a spillover from the Spurs game. There's no, I don't see how you're using the players to their best of their ability. It's like you need magic from Bruno to win games. If there's no magic from Bruno, forget about it. I don't see how.
He had a couple of sighters. How is
Dogu your most? Everything's coming through him. to whip crosses in the wing. That's the same. That is the same as Spurs with Porro. Porro's is better at it. It's just, bro. I was watching that game. I was so disappointed. I was disgusted that I had to watch that.
You're not the only one, mate. You're not the only one. And the thing about it is, we bought on Dallo, who's not in form for Dorgu. So it went from worse to worse, from bad to worse. Like it wasn't an improvement in the slightest. The only substitute that we made today that was any sort of positive coming on the pitch for me was Mount. But that was only because
he put it on the plate. He put it on the plate for Bruno.
Yeah.
Put it on the plate for him, mate.
De Ligt had like a little chance in the middle of the box. He was free and just mishit it, and it rolled into Pickford's. You know, all of those kind of things. When things ain't going your way, they ain't going your way. We had a good few chances today where realistically, on another day, we bury them and we go on and kind of really just roll Everton over. But today we just really lacked that final touch.
Another manager, you mean? Another era of football. Another era of football, you mean, bro? Not another day, bro. Another era of football management. Maybe.
Because the halftime talk didn't do the job. The halftime talk did not do the job, bruv. And when I looked at our bench, I couldn't see any game changes other than potentially Mount. Not even
injuries. Was it injuries that people are missing?
Yeah, it's injuries.
Obviously, Sesko's injured.
Yeah, Sesko's injured. He's got a knee injury, hamstring for Harry Maguire, you know, because he's our star striker, and Cunha with some health problems, but they haven't really disclosed what that is. So I don't know if
the young guy you got from Arsenal, forget his name now.
Who?
Chido.
Obi. Chido.
Chido.
Yeah, he's not been on the bench for a while, so I feel like obviously he had his time to kind of prove to Amorim what he's gonna bring to being in the first team, but maybe he didn't deliver.
He's not ready yet.
Yeah, I don't think
he's still young.
Ready, so yeah,
he's like 17, 18, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still young. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we'll put you out of your misery, unfortunately.
Thank you very much.
You let him off lightly, James. You let him off lightly.
What do you mean?
Unfortunately, his tactic worked a little bit. The Liverpool segment and the Arsenal segment went on. Because
that performance was true.
They're meaningful. Yeah, they're meaningful games, innit? So let's talk about them.
It's funny that imagine that. What the funniest thing is that the fact that all three of you are on the same points makes me laugh. I can't believe that. That's crazy. That's insane.
This tells me how far we dropped. Let's get out of here, man. Anyway. We're all 3 points off top four, so that's the target. Our targets are all aligned now. Apart from 3 of our targets are all aligned. So we'll move on. Game week. Player of the game week. Lamont, it's your last one.
My last one. What do you mean?
The last time, game week 12. This will be your 6th one where you're going first. Then we'll roll on.
Player of the game week.
Yeah.
Gonna have to give it to Pickford.
What a hater!
Anyway, James, it's Eze, bro. Mine is Eze, bro.
Okay. What do you mean? I normally give like a little spill just to say why I think it was him. No,
that's all right. No, because it ain't Pickford. No,
it was Pickford.
No, it's not. It's Eze, bro. You get me?
Hey, football's an opinion-based thing, yeah? So my opinion is Pickford was the player of the week.
Mine is Eze as well. So that's quick. Moment of the week, week. Lamont? Bruno's chances?
No. It was the sitter that Harvey Barnes missed against Man City. Absolute sitter.
But then he scored 2 to make up for it.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. He did, to be fair.
And one of them was harder than the chance he missed.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No. My moment of the weekend was the mouth box from Gay on Keane. Absolutely. Slapped the taste out of Keane's mouth and got a red card for it. So, yeah, that's my moment.
As you went first this time, Leon, or second last time, go on, Leon.
Don't know where to start.
Richarlison, chip.
Hey,
Yeah,
that was a goal, bro.
It meant nothing.
That was a goal.
It meant nothing. That's
It's
what.
the moment. It's the moment.
It's the moment, bro. It's the moment.
Yeah, no, I can't do it because I'm just vexed. I'm too vexed, man. It meant nothing. It was a good finish, but it meant nothing.
Come on, we have a goal all day.
Nah, I defer.
You can't defer. Just pick one. You can say Eze's hat trick is the moment of the week.
No, he does not.
I wouldn't give Eze player of the week, man. I'm not doing both, bro.
That's the reason why you
prefer. I have some hateration in there somewhere.
Yeah. Leo's too honest, bro.
Right, you can defer. You can defer. You can use my one after. After I say my one.
Everton obviously putting themselves down to 10 men, self-inflicted. I think you have to go with that.
Give it to Moyes. It's his first win. Moyes' first win at Old Trafford.
What, since he left? Well, there you go. Yeah. That's a moment.
Yeah.
Thanks.
There you go. Bevan?
Bro, you know I'm giving it to Eze for his hat trick, bro. And his little chuckle when he scored the second one. Yeah, Eze's hat trick, bro.
Fair enough. I couldn't pick between the two. So I went for the Dewsbury Hall goal. What a screamer. And then the Pickford save. What a save. Combined, oof. Had me clapping.
Only bit of quality in a shocking game.
Yeah, bro.
Bitter don't suit me, bro. Can't lie.
I was so happy when the one said, "Yeah, we can record tomorrow." I was like, "Yes," because I knew we weren't winning. So we can gladly move on to predictions.
Can we pass?
Lamont?
International break or what?
Huh?
International break.
International break, you know.
Yeah, you definitely don't want another one of those, bro.
I know we don't, boy. Spurs are at home to Fulham. What's the score you're giving us?
2-1.
2-1 who? Okay. 2-1 Fulham. Leon?
2-1 Spurs. I'm not going to be at the game, so maybe we'll win.
Voodoo.
Boy, you've been there with me, bro, so you've seen it firsthand, mate. It's peak.
Yeah, it's true, bro.
Okay, so Daryl gave me his this week. Daryl also went 2-1 Spurs. I am going 1-1 draw. Can't stick with Daryl. Daryl's already got more points than me, so I have to find an opening somewhere. Bevan?
I'm going to go 2-2.
2-2. Okay, next game is Crystal Palace at home to Manchester United.
That's going to be a difficult one.
Indeed.
All of your games are difficult, bro.
You're not lying.
Home or away?
The last one. At Crystal Palace.
Yep.
We hit one there in a minute. Can't lie. 2-1 United.
I love that. I love that you do that. We ain't one there in a minute, but we're going to win this time.
Yeah.
We've got to start somewhere, innit?
Every week.
Leon?
2-1 Palace. Too late for me to change.
Daryl's... it wasn't, but you got 5 seconds. Remember, I have the rule, so...
Nah, it's fine. I'll stick.
Daryl went for the same score, 2-1 Palace. I'm going for 2-0 Crystal Palace. Bevan?
I was going to do that, but I need to 3-0 Palace.
Raw.
You man don't rate the thing at all. Defensively though, we've not been that bad this season, to be honest.
Bro.
No.
Since Lemems came
it's
in.
It's the same minute. 19 goals scored, 19 goals conceded. It's better than ours, so boy, we can't even talk.
Yeah, but I'm just comparing it to last season. I think last season we were horrible. So
Now they slowly got used to your system a bit, innit? I guess.
Yeah, just like, but it's still not good enough.
Plus, Palace play the system better than you lot do.
Yeah. That's what I'm looking at. And there's only so many misses that what's the name can have. Mateta. Yeah, bro. He needs to start bagging. And he likes playing against Man United. That's for a fact.
He does, yeah, bro. He
does. So
he'll get the one.
That's mine. So Lamont, West Ham, Liverpool.
At London, at the
London Stadium.
I feel like this has a draw written all over it, but I feel like Slot's gonna drop flipping Salah and he's gonna get a win. 2-1 Liverpool. It's probably a bit naive. I should probably say draw, but just don't think that's got a draw written on it. West Ham are so bad this season.
Well, to be fair, the last three, you've already said your thing.
Yeah, I've already said it.
Right, but they've won the last 3 games, 1-2, drew 1. So form-wise, since he's got his feet under the table, they've picked up a bit. Leon?
3-1 Liverpool.
Rah. I wish.
When James ain't even confident right now, we're giving scores that he wish he would say, but he ain't gonna do. I reckon he's gonna go for a draw.
Darryl went for a draw.
Darryl went for a draw. What did he do? 1-1 or 2-2?
1-1. Went for 1-1 draw. I'm going for 2-0 Liverpool. 2-1, sorry. 2-1 Liverpool. They will get a throw in or a corner and we'll find a way to let them score it. Bevan?
3-2 Liverpool.
Last game. Chelsea versus Arsenal.
Woof. Draw.
Really going out on a limb there.
Of what kind? Desmond, yeah? Okay.
Yeah, mate. Deuce. Nah, 1-1. 1-1.
You're lucky. I was just about to say
Leon's
name.
I was about to say 1-1.
Because I just clocked. They ain't conceding like that. Why am I saying 2 goals? They're going to concede against Chelsea.
They're not, bro.
Yeah, it's 1-1 max. Chelsea ain't scoring more than 1 goal anyway.
Yeah, I'm saying the same. 1-1 draw.
Darryl went for 2-1 Chelsea. 2-1 Chelsea. Unfortunately, I think it's a 2-1 Arsenal. Bevan?
Yeah, 2-1 Arsenal.
Jeez, with chest.
Yeah, bros. You got to be confident. They got Robert Sanchez in goal, bros.
They can score. That's the thing. I think they're joint top goal scorers with Man City, aren't they? Chelsea.
We're top goal scorers.
Oh no! In fact, sorry. They played on Saturday, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was okay. My bad. That was that from Saturday.
We're all in the same goal. We all got the same amount of goals.
So you joined them? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it could be. All right. Then. So, boy, they are the results, the scores that we believe is going to happen. Let's see who's right. Let's see who's wrong. In all honesty, we've had 2 shocking game weeks in terms of predictions. They've been horrific. So I'm hoping that somewhere along the line, someone gets the right score. Hopefully me, of course. Forget you guys. But in a nice way. But this is the end of the show. Quick recap. Arsenal made a statement. Well, some people say a statement. Some people say it wasn't a statement. But in terms of the title, it was a statement win. Winning 4-1. Liverpool, where do they go from here? Is it Slot out? I didn't even ask you guys. Is it Slot out? Lamont says yes, Slot out.
No,
Bevan?
I'm saying Salah out.
You think you should...
No.
Bevan?
Nah. You still got money. You still got credit in the bank, man.
Yeah. Holy title, man.
Yeah.
He win the league last season, so he's good for now.
Yeah. Eze celebrates his crowning of his homecoming by scoring a hat-trick, the first player to do it for either team since 1978. So well done to him. And the guest player this week, Bevan got there ahead of Leon. So kudos to you, sir. Now, I'm going to make one probably Man United orientated with maybe one club man. See if
Hey, James, that genuinely tickled me, bro. I can't lie. Yes.
Man's gonna give him
we'll see.
You know what, man? You know what? Exactly. There's a few men could get wrong, you know.
This is what I'm saying.
Gold, Neville,
that's
Giggs. There's a few men.
So there's always a sting in the tail. But cool. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. And hit that notification button. It's been Armchair Pundits Weekend Review Show. Take it easy, guys. Peace out.
Peace.